I'm throwing this one in today because I haven't got a nail video ready, and this is like a continuation of one of the lives I've done a little while ago, creating a junk journal. These are the signatures for the junk journal which I had finished, and some people had asked if I would show how I sew them into the book. I lost all sense of what I was talking about then. Right, so I don't sew it straight onto the cover. I sew the signatures or the pages, whatever you want to call them, onto this cardboard piece of cardboard. Now this piece of cardboard fits snugly into the spine of the book. I'm using some Fabri-Tac, and I will stick that to the back of the fabric. Now the fabric will go inside the cover of the book. You'll see. It's difficult to explain because I'm not very good at this stuff, because obviously I'm kind of new to crafting and making junk journals and stuff. But this is the bit that, see, I turned it around. That's what you'd see inside the junk journal. But I'm going to stick the there we go, look, it's going to go like that. So this is the inside. Yeah, so that's what it will look like. But I'm going to stick these flappy bits down. I was kind of like not sure how to do it. The excess material that is on, like, poking out the edge of this spiny bit will actually be covered with paper on the inside of the cover. So you're not gonna see a lot of it, but you want there to be enough so that whatever the paper or card, excuse me, on the inside of the cover doesn't cover it. Do you know what I mean? It's so confusing. Right, I'm just going to fold this material down so that it doesn't stick over the top of the inside of the book, and it just makes it look neat. I'm going to do the other side. I did do the other side slightly different. I was like, should I do it like that? And I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I just fold it over and just have done with it. Yeah, again, it's one of those things that I'm kind of trying to, I'm still trying to work out. Some people will actually sew the signatures straight into the spine of the cover. I like to do it this way because I feel like it just makes it a little bit more sturdy, though I could make the spine of the book a bit more sturdy. I don't know. I mean, there's different ways of doing it. This is how I just do it. I'm just going to glue those little corner flappy bits down. You don't have to go as crazy as this, but there we go. The Fabri-Tac I use is really good. I use it instead of like PVA. If you've got some thin paper, PVA makes the paper like, it kind of makes it a bit like almost like wet, and then it kind of loses its flatness, if that makes sense. Whereas this Fabri-Tac is brilliant. All right. So to work out where we're going to put our signatures, I've got a bit of paper that's roughly the same size as the spine, and I'm going to fold it in half. Right, remember we've got 3 signatures, so I fold it in half, and then I fold each side in half again. So that would be the line where the signatures go. But then we need to find out where we're going to put where we're going to sew it. So I'm going to fold it in half again. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It will make perfect sense. Then I'm going to fold this end, and then I'm going to fold the other end, and I'm going to try and make it as even as possible, right? And then I like to use a Sharpie just to mark out. So where each of those lines meet, that is where I'm going to sew the signatures in. Okay, so that's just my guide now. I've got my guide, and then I'm going to stick my guide to the inside of, or the outside. Actually, this is the outside of the, I just used some washi tape. So, right, my little guide is a little bit short either side, so I'll make sure that there's the same gap, the same distance gap on either end, otherwise it's going to end up, the signatures will end up like too high up or too low down in the book. This is a book binding kit that I got from Amazon. It was about £12. If you've got something sharp, you just basically, this is called an awl, AWL, I think. I didn't know that. I'm just going to poke a hole through each of the holes that I have got from my little guide. Mind your fingers. It, you know, I mean, this thing is sharp. So we're going to do that on all 6 dots. There we go. So now we are, yeah, we've got our dots in place. But I'm going to remove this thingy, this guide. I've got all my signatures. I've got them like at the, yeah, anyway, yeah, I've got my signatures ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little bulldog clip to just hold them together. I'm going to put one on the other side at the bottom as well. These really thin doilies, I actually ended up, oh yeah, this is the awkward bit as well, because you kind of need to like line the holes up on the signatures as well. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the spine, and then I'm going to make sure that I line the holes up, and I'm just going to, so I'm kind of making sure, you can't see very well, but I'm just going to stab a little hole where the dots meet up, not the dots, where the holes meet up on the page. But when I do this, I have to make sure that I put the signatures in the same exact place as this one. Otherwise, again, they're going to end up, you know, slightly different places. Then I'm going to poke a hole all the way through. Right, so the doilies, I do actually end up gluing them to the vellum page next to them, because they are really, really thin, and I thought there's no way they're going to stand the test of time. So just to make them a little bit more substantial, I glued them to the vellum page next to them. I added some little flappy bits. So what I done there, I'm going to do on all of the others. See, I've got the holes in them. And then this cotton and this needle it came in the bookbinding kit that I bought. I like to double up my cotton. Some people just do like one string. I like to double it up. So I'm going to pull that through the middle, and then I'm going to leave some excess, and I'm going to take some washi tape and just stick that to the inside, so that's not going to go anywhere. And then I'll start from this side. Like, make sure you put your signatures in the right order. Like if they're slightly different and you want them in a particular order, make sure you start obviously with the right one. So we go through the middle, then we go back up to the top, then we poke back through the middle, and then we go down the bottom and poke it through. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop it under the first little thing that we done, and then I'm going to tie it off, just snip the end and then tie it off. And by placing the thread underneath the first thread, it makes it nice. It makes it, I don't know what the word is. I've not done this before. This is new to me. Bear with me, okay? Then I'm going to put this next one. So again, I do about 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit lengths. So I cut off a little bit extra. Thread that through the needle. And this, again, as I said before, it's going to be a double, it's doubled. I doubled it up. And then I'm going to work on that middle signature. So I'm going to pop that needle through, tape the excess down so that it doesn't pull out. And then we're going to go through that middle hole. And then from the back, we're going to go up to the top. I know it looks like I'm at the bottom, but this is the top. Then back through the middle. and then down through the bottom one in the middle, not the side ones, otherwise it will be wonky. And then again, tuck it underneath that first, yeah, do you see what I mean? And then I'm going to snip that off and pull that tape off, and then I'm just going to tie that up so that's nice and secure. Okay, and then snip off any excess. You can cut this right off if you want, just make sure you don't snip the knot. But yeah, I'm going to do the same thing on this last one, and then there you go, we've got all 3 signatures sewn into our spine. I'm going to take these off, these get in the way. These little clips were from Shein, by the way. You can get loads of like junk journal supplies from Shein. It's brilliant. So yeah, so this is all our pages are now sewn in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see this. So this is how we're going to glue it in. So yeah, so that spine is just wide enough to fit nice and snugly into the junk journal. I'm going to take the Fabri-Tac. The Fabri-Tac is amazing. I love it so much. We're going to glue. I've put quite a lot of Fabri-Tac on the back of this. So we go over the fabric and the cardboard, and then I just like put loads down the spine, and then I will stick that. Make sure it's the right way up. So you can see I've got the hearts are the wrong way, are they hearts the wrong way? Did I put the hearts the wrong way? No, they're the right way. So, and I put a bulldog clip at the top of the bottom just to keep it in place while the glue like sets. Then I've cut some card. This is just the right size for the inside of my cover. So I need to glue this bit down first. I'm going to keep the bulldog clips in there for a little bit. It doesn't need too long to set because it sets quite quickly. And also at the time of making this, I think it was quite hot. So the glue will do its thing quite quickly. It's not like this sets a lot quicker than PVA. Like I'd say in seconds really, but because I put loads on the spine, I just want to make sure, and that needs to be a strong bit, it's the spine, because that holds the pages. So I like to keep the bulldog clips there as long as I can. But yeah, so we're gonna we're gonna glue these flappy bits down. And by covering that spine, it obviously just makes the spine look nice and tidy, and it like ties in with the front, the material on the front. Normally at this point I find out that I've put the thing in the wrong way around, and the hearts in the middle are upside down, and then when you close it, the heart's the right way up. or I put the card in. I mean, this card, luckily, the design, you can put it in any way, it doesn't matter. But I've done a junk journal once, and I've glued this card in now, and the card's been upside down. So I've had to take it out and start again, and it's really annoying because I love that card and I didn't have any more of the card, the same design of the card. So yeah, so that was a bit annoying. But look, we're going to use the Fabri-Tac to glue in these inside bits. And again, I'm going to just use my bulldog, I think I use my bulldog clips, just to make sure that the edges stick down, especially here where the inner bit, where you've got that, where it meets the fabric as well, because the fabric makes it a bit thicker there. And then we're going to do the same at the top. Why have I? Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, we're going to do the same this side. And then that is that basically finished and ready to decorate, I think. I don't think I'll show you anything else, but I will have to show you how I like do things on the inside, which I will do in another video. So I'll probably make up another junk journal and then show you how I add like what kind of pockets and stuff I do. I think this is the end, I'm not sure. And sometimes I add like these were a bit big, But these little book corners are really good just for neatening up the outsides. So like these bronzy ones match that hardware that we've put on the back there, the little ring pull. But you know, you can get things like this as well, which are quite fun. And I've got some latch hooks as well, which I can make doors with for the front covers, which is quite nice. So there's, yeah, loads you can do, and they're really fun. Oh yeah, and you just use these little not tweezers, what are they? Plier things. I was going to put them on here. So that's the inside bit, but I decided not to, just because these are for thicker. I've bought some smaller book corners actually for some thinner. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm not doing very well here. But yeah, you can use these. They're a nice touch. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.